I had the worst night yesterday. Are you there? I have the worst luck with men.
Hey, Rena. I guess your date didn't go so well?
We're like a complete disaster. I don't understand how I keep choosing the wrong ones. I mean, I'm pretty, so why do I always end up with these scumbags?
You've had nice boyfriends before. What was so bad about this one? Where did you meet?
Tinder. I've tried the other apps. This one's just the quickest, easy pickings.
I guess.
You realize we're both pushing 30. No one wants to get married, they just want sex.
Well, I heard young people are getting married less, but it's not like everyone stopped getting married.
I present to you Exhibit A, Corey, if that really is his name. He picked me up in a car, so that was good. Not super expensive, but a decent car. He was dressed nice, so I was pretty excited. He's a good-looking guy, obviously, or else I wouldn't have swiped right.
Yeah, I know you like the alpha male type.
He said he wanted to take me to a nice restaurant about half an hour away, but when we got there, it was closed.
Oh man, that sucks. I guess he hadn't called ahead or something?
Can you believe that? No reservation. He's supposed to be trying to impress me. It's our first date. We started Googling places to eat nearby, but nothing seemed good. At this point, it's like almost an hour since we met up, and all we've done is talk in his car.
Well, that's good if you got to talk with him, though. I mean, this is the first time you ever met him, right?
Anyway, I just wanted to go drink, and he wouldn't because he's driving. The only compromise was to drive back to my house and go to the Pig's Ear.
The Pig's Ear? That place is a college bar. I thought you quit going to that place.
It has booze. It's fun. So anyway, I got Corey to park at my place, and we walked there. It was already past 9 at this point. I was starving, too, so we got a huge plate of nachos and started drinking.
Not the greatest night, but what was the horrible part? Did you guys have a fight?
No, he wasn't the liveliest person, but it was okay. He's a teacher at an elementary school. Not great pay, but he's doing okay. I think he said he likes water sports. That costs money, right? Not like hiking. That's a poor person sport for sure.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Everything is a clue as to how the guy's financial situation is. I'm trying to find a guy to marry, so obviously I need to know.
Rena, we've talked about this before. I don't think your secret ways of checking a guy's worth is very subtle.
It was totally subtle. So I found out both his parents died, and he's living in the house he grew up in now.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, no pesky parents-in-law. A house in a rich area. Oh yeah, he went to Kingston High, which is in Kingston Hills, so his family must have had money.
You really are something. I guess that makes sense, but I still don't understand why it was so bad.
Fine, I'll tell you what happened. We went back to my place, and we made out and stuff, fell asleep, and I woke up, and he left! He even blocked me on Tinder and WhatsApp. Can you believe that?
Ooh, ouch. He ghosted you, huh?
Who the hell does he think he is? I was so careful. We talked for like 3 hours before I asked him to my place.
Well, maybe 3 hours isn't enough to get to know someone. I could never be intimate with a guy I just met.
Ugh, don't start with this again. As if you're a virgin or something. No one's interested in a girl who won't sleep with them. That's why you're still single.
Like you said, I am not a virgin, so that doesn't make sense.
You're just lowering your chances at meeting a good guy. You have to put yourself out there and go for it. Your life is just work and church lately. How are you ever going to meet a guy like that?
I thought you messaged me because you had a bad date. Why is this suddenly about my dating life?
Because at least I'm doing something. I'm not going to have you criticize me when all you do is daydream about having a family but not do anything about it. Besides, I don't think Corey and I slept together, so there.
Wait, what? I thought you two had sex and then he blocked you.
I don't know. It's weird. I remember making out with him and everything, but my memory's a little fuzzy. I would remember if I slept with him, though.
Rena, maybe you should think about cutting back on the booze. I don't want to sound like your mom or anything, but this is happening a lot more lately.
It's not like I completely blacked out. I remember wondering why he wouldn't go further. It was weird. And then I woke up.
Sounds to me like he didn't want to take advantage of a drunk girl he had just met.
I wasn't that drunk. So you're saying he rejected me? What the hell? I was offering myself up and he had the nerve to reject me. I think the hangover's finally starting to wear off. Why would he do that? He seemed so perfect on paper. His profile said he wants a family.
Yeah, so maybe he thought someone who would get drunk and seduce him hours after you met wasn't what he was looking for.
But that's how it's done. I don't know anyone other than you that says stuff like this. Maybe my grandma, but times have changed.
Not all guys are like that. I know the internet makes it seem like everyone is sleeping with everyone, but there's all kinds of people out there. I want to meet someone with similar values, so I recently signed up for a Christian dating website. I'm kind of excited about it. The site aims to match people based on moral values and how they want to raise a family.
Ugh, sounds so boring. They should just match people based on how boring they are. Wait a second. Are you even allowed on that website? You're not pure in their eyes, right? Because you're not a virgin?
I don't know why this keeps coming up, but not waiting till marriage doesn't disqualify you from being a Christian. There are reborn Christians, people who have strayed. Anyway, on this site, some of them are divorced and looking for a wife, too. It's pretty liberal.
Interesting. So, these guys definitely want to get married, and there's a questionnaire about morals?
Not just morals, ideal family home life, like how many kids you want, your hobbies, if you want the wife to be a full-time mom, etc. It was really long. Actually, it took me for over an hour to fill it in. I guess that's how serious everyone's taking it.
This is sounding pretty good. So I can just go straight to the guys that won't want me to work.
You mean a stay-at-home wife? Pretty sure that doesn't mean no work. There's categories about how much time you spend volunteering and such, too.
Yeah, that's not fun. I think this is a shortcut, though. I don't know why I didn't think of it before. I'll sign up, too. I'll just fill in whatever to find the right Christian guy who wants to wife me up.
Right. And what about when he finds out you lied? You can't cook or clean, or you won't. I think that's going to be an issue.
I'll get a maid. Don't worry. I'm gonna make this work. I just need some nice pics. I need to find a pic where I'm wearing a button-up shirt or something. This is the first time showing cleavage isn't the best idea.
You better go through your Insta and delete your sexy pics too, then. There's a lot of cleavage and crackage there.
Shut up. I just won't tell him I have my account. Sounds like a good girl, right?
Sounds unusual in this day and age, but okay. I have a feeling he'll find out somehow.
My Insta isn't under my actual name. Don't worry, I'm gonna pick one that isn't so savvy with that kind of stuff. I'm 3 steps ahead of you.
Okay, well, I guess you have your work cut out for you.
What? You sound like you have something to say. Spit it out.
Rena, I'm not going to lecture you on this, but you already know what I want to say. Meeting someone based on lies isn't a good way to start a long relationship, especially marriage.
You think everyone isn't doing the same thing? I guess it always comes down to the same thing. I try for what I want, and you're too busy being moral to do anything for yourself. You know, getting your priorities written down might help with that. I made a list last year of things that I want. It was super enlightening. All this feminism bullcrap is stupid. I want a rich guy who'll take care of me. That's it. Girl bossing all the time is so tiring.
Girl bossing? You're a cashier at Whole Foods.
I'm a sales manager. It's a lot of work.
Right, sorry. I get it.
So I realized I need to settle down and find a forever guy.
Makes sense. Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, well, I'm going to need to drink some water and eat something before I start figuring out what my plan is. I'm so groggy.
Alcohol will do that to you.
Talk to you later. I'll let you know what I find.
Okay, good luck. Rena, sorry to bother you so early in the morning, but I've had something really urgent come up. I don't think I'll be able to attend your wedding today, unfortunately.
What? Really? Why? What's going on?
My mother is in the hospital, and I don't think I should leave her alone in her condition. But I promise I'll get your wedding gift to you soon, okay? So, talk to you soon, okay? I'll be in touch as soon as things settle down a bit here.
Hang on a second. You can't just leave it like that. You're suddenly telling me now that you're not coming and that your mom is sick?
I know it's sudden, but I still don't know exactly what's going on and what the diagnosis is. The hospital called me and said that she was carried in there. They're saying that she had a heart attack, but I still don't know if that's really what happened or not. At any rate, I just need to get to the hospital right away and find out what's going on and what happens next.
What on earth? How can you not know what's going on? Diane, I really can't believe that you would just bail out of my wedding at the last minute like this.
Huh? I'm not just bailing out for no reason, you know.
And that you would make up some weird story like this, too. I never thought you were that kind of person. I am really disappointed. Never in a million years did I think that you were the kind of person who would miss a good friend's wedding celebration.
Wait a minute, Rena. Did you just accuse me of lying? I am not lying about anything. I promise you, I would never do that.
Oh, come on now. I just can't believe the timing of this whole thing. Saying that your mom is sick is just so unimaginative. In fact, it's one of the worst lies I've ever heard. If you're going to lie just to get out of coming to my wedding, at least you could come up with something more imaginative than that. You know, just because you're still single doesn't give you the right to just act as you please.
Excuse me? What does my marital status have to do with anything?
It's just unforgivable to bail out of your friend's wedding at the last minute like this, regardless of the reason. No matter how hard a time you've been having finding a husband yourself, you have no right to take that out on me. It's not my fault that you can't land a man.
I don't understand why you're suddenly saying all this to me. Where on earth is this coming from? I'm in a total panic right now because my mom is in the hospital, so please don't add to my anxiety with all these accusations, okay? We can talk about this later if you really need to know more.
Hey, I'm just calling it like I see it. And what I see is a jealous friend. You've been desperately searching for a man for at least 2 years now, and you've come up with nothing. And I managed to snag my man just after 3 months of searching. And you're jealous. So, I get it, Diane. I understand why you would feel jealous and not want to come to my wedding. I totally understand.
Hey, Rena, you're reading way too much into the situation. I really and truly am not jealous about any of that, and I'm happy for you. Congratulations on your new life, and I wish you and Jeff nothing but the best.
Okay, I get it. You just don't want to admit the truth. Have it your way. I can't force you to tell the truth, obviously. But it's definitely embarrassing and not a good look to bail out of your friend's wedding because you're so jealous. And it's even more embarrassing to make up some story about your mom being sick in order to bail out.
Wow. Did you really just say all that to me?
Look, I'm even planning to toss the bouquet directly to you and try to end your perpetual state of singleness. So if you don't show up today, some other lucky girl is going to be the one to catch it, and then she'll be the lucky next one to get married.
Hang on a minute, Rena. I don't get it. What do you mean when you say that you're planning to toss the bouquet to me specifically? That's not how these things usually work.
What do I mean? What I mean is that you are the only female guest at this wedding who's still single. So the bouquet toss is really just going to be me announcing to everyone that I'll be handing the bouquet off to you, the only single girl in the place. It's a really beautiful bouquet, and it's earmarked just for you. And you get to be the guest of honor, too. How cool is that?
So, you plan to shame me in front of the entire crowd? That's what I get for being the guest of honor? And you're going to introduce me to everyone as your only single female friend? Why would you do something so cruel to me? Is this your idea of a joke, or do you actually think that would be good for me?
Cruel? It's not cruel at all. I just want you to be as happy as I am someday. I'm trying to help you out the best way that I know how. It's just because I'm your friend and I don't want you to be single forever. I worry about you.
I really don't need you minding my business like that, Rena. I'm fine, and I can take care of myself, thanks. At any rate, I'm not going to be able to make it to the ceremony today, okay? I have to go to the hospital now, so talk to you later.
Well, I see that you're just bound and determined to keep telling that story about your mom being in the hospital. You know, I just called the fire station and they told me that none of their ambulances have taken anyone to the hospital today. That seems like conclusive proof that your mom wasn't taken to the hospital, doesn't it? Tell me I'm wrong.
Huh? You actually called the fire department to ask them that question? Why would you do that? Unbelievable.
Look, here's the bottom line. If you're really not coming to my wedding, you had better prepare yourself for the repercussions because I do not tolerate liars and I will cut you off completely. I have no problem doing that. I've done it before and I'll do it again without thinking twice.
Fine. I understand. Do what you have to do, I guess.
Fine. Then don't contact me anymore, ever.
Good Lord, you are stubborn.
No wonder nobody wants to marry you. Nobody trusts a liar.
Hello. Thank you so very much for taking care of my mother today. She asked me to send her regards and thank you as well. I got your contact information from the hospital, so I wanted to reach out to you. I am so grateful to you for finding her when you did and for taking the time to get her to the hospital. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Oh, and thank you for taking the time to contact me. I do appreciate it, and I'm glad that I could help her. So, how is your mom doing? Is she okay now? What are the doctors saying?
Thanks to you, she's doing fine, and the prognosis seems pretty good, I think. We're so lucky that you found her when you did and took her to the hospital. It almost seems like fate that you were there when she needed you. And you even staunched the wound on her head that she got from falling down. That was amazing, and you probably saved her from being injured even more seriously. Nobody could ask for more than what you did for her, so again, thank you so much. Please, let me compensate you for your trouble somehow. I imagine that you must have gotten a bit dirty during this whole episode. Perhaps I could at least pay for your dry cleaning bill or something like that?
No, that really wouldn't be necessary, but thank you for offering. I was having my morning run, and my running clothes are always dirty anyway. Really, no thanks or compensation are necessary at all. I'm just glad to hear that your mom is okay.
But I feel like I need to do something for you. I just wouldn't feel right otherwise. Do you have time to meet with me today? At least let me buy you coffee or lunch or something like that. I would love to put a face with a name in the stories of your heroic deeds.
It's really not necessary, but I appreciate the thought. I really do. Believe it or not, I'm actually getting married today, so I can't meet with you. My schedule is all filled up at the moment, to say the least.
Wow, really? You're actually getting married today? This very day? That's an amazing coincidence.
Yes, that's right. And my honeymoon is tomorrow, so I'm afraid that I really don't have the time to meet with you until at least after I come back from that trip in a week or so. But I do feel like it's a good omen that I was able to help someone out on the day of my wedding. It feels like the beginning of a new chapter in my life. And this feeling is all the thanks that I need right now. It feels great.
I see. Well, if you don't mind my asking, I'm really curious about something. Is your wedding reception going to be happening in the ballroom of the Grand Hyatt downtown by any chance?
Why, yes. Yes, that's exactly where we're having it. Great guess. But how did you know that?
Well, it's a funny story actually, but the truth is that I'm supposed to actually be at that wedding myself.
What, really? You're one of our guests?
Yeah, I had been looking forward to meeting the room, but I never thought that it would be this way. I had pictured it happening in a much different way, so allow me to introduce myself. I am Diane, and I'm an old friend of Rena's. Rena and I go way back.
What? Oh, wait, so you're the one who made up a story about your mom being sick and canceled at the last minute?
Huh? Is that what she told you? Oh, of course it is.
What I meant to say is, well, I heard about it from Rena. She told me that one of her friends texted her early this morning and canceled. And she said that you guys argued and that she was pretty upset about it all. She really does think that you were lying.
I see. Well, I understand how she feels, I guess. After all, a last-minute cancellation is a last-minute cancellation, and it's her wedding day, so I am truly sorry that I can't attend, but I do have to look after my mom. And as you can see, I wasn't lying.
No apology necessary. I feel like I should be apologizing to you for Irina falsely accusing you of lying. And I was taking what she said at face value without even questioning it too. I thought that you were exactly the bad friend that Rena was saying that you were, but I was wrong and so was she. I really had no idea that she was making such bad assumptions about you and about the whole situation.
Well, I explained to her exactly what had happened because I wanted her to know why I had to cancel, but no matter what I said, she just wouldn't believe me. It was quite frustrating, but I couldn't just keep trying to convince her. At any rate, I'm happy that at least you now know what really happened, so please let me offer my congratulations and best wishes to you both once again. I promise that when things settle down a bit, I will be sending you both a wedding present and a thank you gift for all that you did for my mom.
No, that's very kind of you, but you really don't need to do that. And once things settle down on this end, I'll make sure to explain to Rena what really happened, okay? I mean, the two of you have been friends for a long time, and it'd be a shame for that friendship to end over such a stupid misunderstanding like this.
Thank you for doing that, too. I agree that it would be a shame if that were to happen. Okay then, I'm wishing you a wonderful wedding and a great honeymoon.
Hey, Diane, are you there? Are you still not ready to apologize to me? What's the holdup? It's been a week already and I've heard nothing from you.
Huh?
Both the wedding and the honeymoon are over and done with, and the clock is ticking, and yet you still haven't apologized to me. I am waiting for you to do the right thing and admit that you were wrong for telling me that story about your mom. If you're not willing to at least do that, then I guess you and I really are finished as friends. It's up to you. The ball is in your court.
Rena, it's like I told you before, I haven't done anything that I need to apologize for. I did apologize for canceling on you at the last minute before, but there was a very good reason for that, as you should know by now. So if you're going to ghost me now because my mom was in the hospital and I needed to be with her, then there's nothing I can do about that.
Oh, come off it! You are really just beyond stubborn, aren't you? You still haven't apologized for making up that ridiculous story that you used when you canceled on me. Now, this is your last chance. Admit it and apologize, and we can still salvage this relationship. Apologize and beg my forgiveness, or we're through. Finished.
I have told you over and over, Rena, I didn't lie to you. What I told you was 100% true.
And you're still persisting with it. Good grief, you really are unbelievable. It's comical, really. You refuse to tell the truth even though it's already plain for everyone to see. Just come clean and tell the truth so that we can all move on. Why can't you just admit the truth? You were miserable and jealous about your friend's wedding. Just say it. If you just do that, I might forgive you and forget about all this.
I really don't know what I'm supposed to say to any of that.
You know, dishonesty is not a good quality in a woman, and you're not doing yourself any favors by refusing to tell the truth. Just acknowledge the truth and your mistake and say that you're sorry for lying. It's very simple. I guarantee you, if you can't do those simple things, you won't do well finding a husband and getting married.
Oh, please, spare me all this all over again. I can't keep going round and around in circles with you, Rena. You refuse to believe me no matter what I say, and you insist on looking down on me just because I'm not married yet. Actually, Rena, you're the one who needs to apologize. Apologize to me for being disrespectful and for falsely accusing me of lying.
And why should I apologize to you? Because I'm happily married and you're single? Whatever, just forget about it because I'm totally serious this time when I say that you and I are finished as friends. You wouldn't even celebrate my wedding with me, and that you refuse to apologize. With an attitude like that, good luck finding a husband. You're going to be alone and miserable your entire life.
Maybe you'd like to be single again yourself, huh? How would you like that?
Huh? What did you just say to me, Diane?
I'm ready to divorce you right now, Rena, and that's the truth. I really had no idea that you were such a spiteful person. What a disappointment you are.
What's that supposed to mean? Who is this?
Who is this? This is your husband, Jeff. That's who it is. I'm your husband who just saw a side of you that he didn't even know existed and is now in a state of utter despair.
What? Jeff, wait. What just happened? Why are you texting me from Diane's phone? What kind of trick is this?
I just happen to be having a coffee with her right now because she wanted to give me a thank you present.
Huh? You two are having a coffee together? And why is she giving you a thank you present?
You remember when you said that a friend of yours told you a lie when they canceled on the day of our wedding? That friend said that their mother was in hospital and that they needed to go take care of her.
Yeah, I remember. How could I forget? It was a really lousy lie and totally unbelievable, just completely fabricated. And it was just unforgivable that she would make up such a story just to excuse herself from attending my wedding because she was jealous and bitter about still being single herself.
But that story was true, Rena. And I know it's true because I was there. Her mother really did have a heart attack and had to be hospitalized. And I was the one who came across her mother while I was out having my morning run. She collapsed on the sidewalk and I took her to the emergency room.
Huh? You can't be serious.
Apparently, her mom likes to take her walks early in the morning too. But that morning, she had a coronary event and she collapsed. I happened to come down that same street where it happened, and I saw her there just lying on the sidewalk. It was just dumb luck, but fortunately, I was able to get her to the hospital in time.
No way! Hang on a second here. I am trying to process all this. So, you're telling me that her story was true and it wasn't just a lie to get out of coming to the wedding?
Yes, that's exactly right. But you wouldn't even listen to her or give her the benefit of the doubt, and then you told her you were going to cut her off. I don't know, Rena, calling a person a liar when their mother just had a heart attack and is in the hospital, and then ridiculing them for still being single. Aren't you even a little bit ashamed of yourself?
Oh, I don't really...
I really liked the Rena who showed me what true and faithful love is. I thought that was the real you. But I never thought you could be as unsympathetic and cruel as you've been to your friend Diane here. So, I'm sorry to say, but I want a divorce. I can't be with someone who treats others like that. I just can't.
What? You can't mean that. Don't say that. You must be kidding, right? No way can you be serious about this. You wanted to divorce me over a stupid little thing like this? This is nothing. It's just a misunderstanding at worst. We just got married not even a month ago. How can we get divorced now? I don't think that's even legal to do.
Rena, you told Diane that you wanted to cut her off because she lied to you, right? Well, I'm doing the same thing that you are, so you should understand. I don't want to be associated with or married to a liar. Period.
But what does that even mean? I don't know what you're talking about. I haven't lied to you about anything. Nothing at all. I've been nothing but 100% honest with you about everything. I may have misunderstood some things and been hasty in making decisions about some things, but I haven't lied to you about a single thing, not one.
Oh, is that so? Tell me then, are you still using Tinder, even though you're married to me now?
What? Why?
Are you, or are you pretending to be single and interacting with several people on those apps, even now, after we came back from our honeymoon? Admit it, you're looking for dates even though you have a husband now. Don't lie to me.
Wait, hang on a minute. I don't understand why you're asking me all of these questions now. What's this all about all of a sudden? Please explain what's going on.
Well, Diane and I were just sitting here drinking coffee and talking about this and that, and we started talking about her efforts to find a marriage partner. We were talking about how great it was to be able to find like-minded Christians on the app we met. We started talking about other apps. You know the ones that I mean, the hookup apps. You know, I've never really used those apps at all. I've never met anyone else that way either, so I know next to nothing about them and how to use them. One thing led to another, and I was browsing through the website version. I didn't sign up, obviously. So I was browsing through the app, and I happened to come across a profile that really bore a striking resemblance to you. I couldn't believe my eyes, to tell you the truth.
Oh, that's just someone who looks like me. That's all that could possibly be. That happens all the time, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to believe too. However, it's obviously you, Rena. There is no mistake about it. And how can I be so sure that it's you? Because you were stupid enough to use a photo from our honeymoon in your profile.
Wait, you have it all wrong, Jeff.
It was a photo I took of you on a beach in Maui, and you were wearing the bikini I bought you while you were there. There's absolutely no mistaking it. I have to admit, I would never have dreamed that that photo would end up in your dating profile 2 weeks after I took it. And your profile says that you haven't had a boyfriend in 4 years. I mean, wow. You really know how to lie, Rena. Well done. I bet all the stuff that you wrote in the Christian Meetup app was all a lie too.
Wait, Jeff, it's not like that. You have it all wrong, I swear.
There's only one way that I can react to this level of dishonesty, and that's by divorcing you. There's nothing else that I can do. We just got married, but there's no way on earth that I can even contemplate living together with you as a man and wife anymore. And if we're gonna split up, sooner is better than later. So I'll be contacting my lawyer about it first thing tomorrow morning.
But wait, Jeff, let me explain. There's more to the story that you don't know. This isn't what you think. I swear, please, let me explain. All it was a lark. A passing fancy, a sudden impulse. I just registered on that site for fun.
Huh? For fun? Yeah, then it's exactly what it looks like.
I mean, yes, I was using the app and I was pretending to be single. That's all true. But I haven't actually met anyone yet. All I've been doing is chatting with people. I was just missing all the attention that I used to get when I was single. And before I knew it, I had registered and put a profile up. Like I said, it was just a sudden impulse, nothing more. I have no plans to stay on there long term, and I definitely have no intention of cheating on you, I swear. I swear it was just me registering on that app on a whim. That's all. I haven't met anyone, and I don't want to because I love you.
And you think that I'm just gonna believe you when you say that to me? There is no chance of that. Look, you betrayed me after being married to me for only a couple of weeks. And just because you haven't actually met up with anyone doesn't make it okay. There's no good reason other than infidelity that you should be on any of those apps or websites now. Once the trust between a couple is gone, that's the end, Rena. Don't you know that? How can you not know that?
But you can't just divorce me.
And by the way, there's no point in deleting your account now because I've taken screenshots of all of it. This will be the main topic of conversation when our families get together this weekend. I promise you.
No, wait a minute, Jeff. Please don't do that. You can't do that. Please don't say anything to my parents about this stuff. I don't care who else you talk to about it, but please, just not my parents. They're really old-fashioned and they just wouldn't understand. They even didn't like the fact that I was using that kind of app when I was single. They'll be furious if they hear about any of this. Please reconsider, Jeff, please.
That's not my problem anymore. The bell cannot be unrung. Anyway, see you this weekend. We all have a lot to talk about. And don't try to run away from all of this because you can't, okay?
Diane, you need to take some responsibility for what's going on with all this. My life is a complete mess, and it's all your fault.
Huh? What are you talking about?
After those texts, Jeff's family and mine did get together, and he showed everyone the screenshots of my profile on that app. Do you have any idea how embarrassing that was? All those selfies I took and the stuff that I wrote in my profile? My parents saw all of it. It was so humiliating. I'll never live it down, and my relationship with them will never be the same.
Hey, don't blame me or take it out on me. You reap what you sow. That was all your own doing, not mine. You're a married woman and you are playing around on a dating app? Whose fault is that?
Oh, shut up! You have no right to lecture me. It's all your fault. You did this on purpose. You're the one who showed the app to Jeff. You did that! And by the way, why are you having coffee with my husband anyway? I bet you thought that you could steal him, didn't you?
Hey, I did what I had to do. You already told me that you were cutting me off anyway. I had a gift for Jeff to say thank you for helping my mom out that day, and I also had your wedding gift to deliver. I would have much rather taken them both to you at home, but you said I was cut off, so I had to go through your husband. I asked Jeff how I could get this stuff to you both, and he suggested that we meet at a coffee shop in your neighborhood.
Oh, sure. I don't believe that for a second. You're just looking for an opening and then you're going to go after my husband. Admit it. Otherwise, why would you meet up with him privately and not include me?
Rena, I would never try to move in on a friend's husband, and I very much doubt that Jeff would do something like that to you either. Haven't you learned anything from your unfair and incorrect judgment of me yet? You're jumping to a wrong conclusion again here.
Oh, just shut up. Stop being so condescending. Don't show up and ruin my life and then try to lecture me about right and wrong. I'm getting divorced now, and it's all your fault. You murdered my marriage.
Ah, so that was the conclusion of the family meeting. You two are getting divorced after all? I'm sorry to hear it.
Yes, and what a waste, especially after I managed to find a husband in just 4 months. He's a nice guy, and he makes good money, and he doesn't have any shortcomings. He's the perfect husband, and now I'm going to lose him? And it's all because of you! You need to take responsibility for this and find me a new husband ASAP. You lost me one, and now you're gonna help me find one.
Excuse me? Say that again?
Come on, Diane. You know as well as I do that nobody wants to marry a divorcee. I'm damaged goods now. Sloppy seconds. So you need to get busy and help me salvage my life. You owe me that. Here's what we're going to do. Starting tonight, I'm going to be hitting every singles mixer and speed dating event that I can find, and you're going to be my wing woman.
Yeah, no. I have no idea what you're talking about, and even if I did, I would still say no. You're going to have to find another husband on your own, Rena. I am not your wing woman, whatever that means. And you cut me off, remember? We're not even friends anymore, according to you, so I won't be getting wrapped up in any of this mess of yours anymore, ever.
You backstabber! You're the reason that I'm getting divorced in the first place, and you need to make amends. You owe me, and you have a duty to help me find another husband as quickly as possible. So shut up and get dressed, and let's get to mingling ASAP. I'll pick you up in 1 hour. There are at least 3 events that we can hit tonight.
No, I can't do that stuff with you because I'm getting married.
What? What did you just say?
Yes, I'm getting married, and I can't be going to those kind of events anymore. That would upset my fiancé, and I don't want to do that. That just wouldn't be right.
Wait a minute. You're getting married? How and when did this happen? I thought that you were still looking for a husband. You've been looking for 2 years and still can't find one. That's what you always told me.
Well, that was the case, but I actually just got a proposal out of the blue, and I've tentatively accepted it. He told me he wants to get to know me better with the intention of getting married, and I feel the same way about him. He also said that he wants to put a ring on it to show me that he's serious. That's what really surprised me and made me think that he might be the one.
What? You can't be serious.
Yeah, I was having some good back and forth with him on the app right around the time that my mother was in the hospital. It was really bad timing, but also good timing in a way. He was super nice and caring, and he told me that I'm so lovely that he's sure that Mom will get better if I just keep showing up at the hospital every day for her. Then he asked me to marry him and said he wanted to make sure that Mom could see me in a wedding dress as soon as possible.
Wow, he really said all that to you?
He did, and I'm so happy. It's like a dream, to be honest. But you know, that was the first time that things ever went this far with anyone that I met on the app, so I was a little hesitant and skeptical. That's another reason why I asked Jeff to meet me. I wanted to ask him some questions and see what he thought about this guy. His profile said he goes to the same church as Jeff. His name is Lucas, by the way, so I thought maybe he knew him.
So that's what you were talking to Jeff about? About this guy who proposed to you?
Yes, and Jeff told me that he thought that Lucas seems sincere and trustworthy, even though they're not close friends or anything. He knows him from youth group and says he's just a regular, nice guy. So, thanks to Jeff and his kind consultation, I felt brave enough to take a first step forward, and I agreed to keep seeing Lucas with the same goal that he has. And it turns out that Jeff was right. Lucas is a total sweetheart. Would you believe that he actually goes to visit my mom in the hospital regularly? I never asked him to do that even once, but he does it anyway. I never thought I'd meet someone this great through that app, but I did, and I couldn't be more thankful to them. Miracles really do happen.
Why? That's just not fair. It's not fair at all. I refuse to accept this. Why do you get to have a happy marriage and not me? This isn't how this is supposed to work. You don't get to go and live happily ever after you messed up my life. You owe me, Diane.
Oh, come on now. I don't really think that makes sense. After all, you and I are already through as friends, right? You said yourself that you were cutting me off. Your words, not mine. So there's no need to be jealous of a random stranger now, is there? I'm just another person now. You said so yourself.
Oh, don't be so cruel, Diane. I still need you in my life.
Well, I've been called jealous and a liar, and I really don't think I need you in my life anymore.
So you're not even inviting me to your wedding? That's unbelievable. We were trying to get married at the same time, husband hunting. So it's only fair you help me through this. Like I said, you caused this mess, so now you need to help me get back on track.
I don't even know what to say at this point. I don't want you at my wedding.
But that's prime hunting grounds for good husbands. You know there's going to be lots of single friends that are eligible bachelors.
And that's the problem. I don't want you getting drunk and hitting on my friends, or Luke's friends. I'm not even sure we're going to serve alcohol at the wedding yet.
No alcohol? What kind of wedding is that? A boring one, that's what.
It's a celebration of our union. We're not against drinking, but we're definitely not having a crazy booze fest. We're going to go to counseling at the church and everything. There's a lot to discuss before making such a lifetime commitment.
You saw how quickly Jeff dumped me. It's not like you can't get divorced.
We're just doing everything we can to go into this fully prepared. Anyway, I think we're done here. To be honest, I did say meeting someone based on lies isn't a good idea. I hope you find someone you're comfortable with and makes you happy without lies.
Stop talking down to me. I was fine until you went and spilled the beans about everything. Now even my family won't talk to me.
Okay, Irina, I've gotta go.
You better not ignore me. You're the only one that can fix this. You're not getting out of it.
I don't think so. You're the only one that can fix you. Bye.
Diane! Hello? Answer me!
Luke, there's a problem. I think Rena's here.
Rena, that crazy girl that you used to be friends with? She's at the church right now?
Yeah, Stephanie told me she recognized her. We all went to the same high school.
You didn't invite her, right? I meant by accident or something.
No way, of course not. I haven't even talked to her in the last 6 months. Why would I invite her?
Breathe, babe. I was just asking. Okay, so you think she's here to cause trouble? What do you think she's doing?
Apparently, she got in somehow and is just sitting there. There's no assigned seating in the church.
Maybe she just wants to congratulate you.
I doubt that. We didn't end on good terms, and, well, she seemed pretty messed up.
She was the one that messed up with Jeff. Poor guy. He was so depressed he ended up quitting his job and going overseas to volunteer.
So, Jeff, he went from feeling betrayed by someone to helping the needy. Too bad he couldn't be here today, though.
He's in Nigeria. He couldn't just pop over.
Wait a second. Do you think that's why Rena's here? To see Jeff?
I guess that's a possibility. I mean, he's been out of the country for like 3 months now, so his phone service is probably turned off.
I hate that this is what we're dealing with right now. We're supposed to be walking down the aisle in less than half an hour.
Oh, don't say that. This is us working together to have the best wedding. It's gonna be the only one, you know?
I love you. That's exactly what I needed to hear. Alright, I'll ask Stephanie to go talk to Rena and try to get her to leave quietly.
Great, I'll ask Roy to talk to Rick and let them know what's going on. I don't think that we need security at our wedding, but those guys worked as bouncers, so they should know how to handle things just in case.
Wow, that's great. Okay, talk to you later. I love you.
Talk to you later, love you. Hey Diane, this is Roy, Luke's friend. The Rena girl is freaking out. What do you want us to do?
What do you mean she's freaking out? Stephanie hasn't updated me on what's going on. All I know is she went to talk to her.
It'd be quicker if we came out to talk to her, but I guess that doesn't work right now.
I don't want people to see me in my dress.
Yep, sorry, forget that. So, Stephanie went over to talk to Rena, and Rick and I were casually just standing nearby just in case, you know? Rena immediately started asking if she'd seen Jeff. It was pretty intense. She started talking about how there was a misunderstanding and he's out looking for her and she's out looking for him. It was all loopy and weird.
Sorry. So, what's she doing now?
She's looking at Jeff's Facebook on Stephanie's phone. She won't give it back.
Oh, and what's Stephanie doing? I need her back here. She's my bridesmaid. Sorry, I didn't mean to sound so self-centered, but can she just come back here without her phone?
It's okay, it's your wedding day. You don't have to apologize. The thing is, Rena's crying and people have started to gather around.
What are we going to do? I'm supposed to be walking down the aisle in 10 minutes.
I know, so I'm not sure what to do. I can't really drag her out since she's not being violent, but she's really loud. People are starting to ask her what's wrong, and she's telling them about how Jeff went to go find her in Africa. Oh, Jesus, she's on the chair.
What?
She's standing on a chair telling people about fighting for your true love. What in God's name?
Oh, Roy, she's drunk. I can't believe this.
Oh, okay, sorry. It didn't occur to me now, but now that you say that, that's what I'm seeing. My family doesn't drink, so I thought maybe she just had some psychological issues.
Well, definitely that too.
That's the thing, though. I can't force her out. She needs help.
I need help. Oh, I need to talk to Luke about this. Hang on, okay? Try to get her off the chair, though.
Gotcha.
So, apparently, Rena's making a scene in there.
Yeah, I heard what's going on from Rick. I kind of feel bad for her, but at the same time, this is our wedding. Why is she doing this today of all things?
Thank you. Exactly. I don't really feel bad for her since she's drunk, apparently, but obviously she's not in a very good place right now. I just feel so frustrated that it's today of all days she goes and throws a fit in public.
I know, let's just figure out how to get back to our day. This may be an unchristian thing to say, but this is not our problem. I want her out.
That's all I wanted to hear. So let's ask Rick and Roy to escort her out?
That's the problem. They've tried talking to her, but she won't budge. They won't lay hands on her, and she hasn't actually hit anyone, so I know they look like box grizzly bears, but they would never hurt a fly.
Well, what are we going to do? Do you want me to go out there and talk to her myself?
No, I want to see you in that dress for the first time when I'm waiting for you at the altar, not consoling a drunk person. I'll go.
Really?
I want to get married. I'll get her out and we'll have our ceremony just like we planned, okay? Love you.
Love you. I can't wait to get married too.
Diane! I just got out of the police station. It's crazy in there. I had to pay bail just to get out. So, I guess I need to apologize about some stuff I did. I know things got a little out of hand that day. Congratulations on your wedding, by the way. Hello? I'm talking to you. There's some stuff I need you to sort out with the police. They're saying some ridiculous stuff, so I need you to call them off. We haven't talked for 6 months, so I guess maybe I should explain what happened. I was super sad about Jeff, so I started looking for a new guy, and I went on a bunch of dates and stuff. after a while, I just realized Jeff was the one for me, you know. So I decided to try get back together with him. He blocked my number and WhatsApp, so I had to try to find him through his office, but he had quit. He'd suddenly disappeared. His parents won't talk to me at all, if you can believe that. I couldn't find anything and was totally out of ideas when I remembered you and Luke were connected through church, so I googled the church you'd always mentioned and found your wedding right there on the bulletin board. It was like a sign from God. You have to understand, all the stuff that happened on your wedding day was when I was in a really dark place. I know what to do now, and I need to make amends. Message me when you see this. What the hell? I got a letter from a lawyer. You're suing me? And your stupid church is suing me? This is unbelievable. This better be a joke. I've already booked my ticket to go see Jeff in Nigeria. I can't deal with this.
Hi, Rena. I believe the letter stated to go through my lawyer about this. It's a legal matter, and I'm not even directly suing you, so please leave me out of it.
What do you mean? I was arrested at your wedding. Of course this is because of you. I know you've had a thing against me since the thing at my wedding, but this is just too much. I was having the worst day of my life, and I was arrested in front of a crowd of people. I was humiliated. I should be suing you.
Okay, maybe get a lawyer and ask about that then. Like I said, I'm not suing you. Luke is suing you for the tux you ruined, also assaulting him.
I didn't hit him. He was the one being pushy about leaving when I was in full-on crisis. It's a church, for Christ's sake, and he was kicking me out.
It was our wedding. Have your crisis somewhere else. I can't believe I even have to explain this to you. You tore his tux in 2 areas. That means you tugged on it with enough force to tear it. That's assault.
I was a little out of it. I was super depressed. You have to understand.
You mean you were super drunk. You weren't just depressed and crying.
I was drunk because I was depressed. It was way out of line to call the cops on me.
I didn't call the cops, but I'm glad they did. Nobody knew what to do with you.
Everybody felt bad for me. I told them that Jeff and I were having troubles, but we're soulmates, and I have to show him my love. People were really listening in on my love story. Anyway, I need these charges dropped, so please get on that ASAP. I am not sure what kind of internet service I'll have in Nigeria.
Are you seriously going to Nigeria? Does Jeff know about this?
It's a surprise, of course. It's way more romantic that way. I'm going to show him I love him and he can trust me.
Rena, get real here. You're chasing after a guy that doesn't even want to talk to you. You're getting sued by multiple people. You need to stop being so impulsive and take responsibility for what you've done. Everything that's happening is because of what you did.
Stop lecturing me. I got dumped a month after a marriage. I didn't even cheat on him. Everything just fell apart, and now everyone's treating me like I'm the bad one. How can you be so cold? Don't you think I deserve to be with the one that I love? Have a happy marriage? Even the police officers at the station were nodding when I said I'm going to do anything it takes to get Jeff back.
I think that's the problem. People just smile and nod when they talk to you, and you think that's agreement. They're totally freaked out by you.
Shut up. That is not true. Everyone always says I'm passionate and a dreamer.
Look, I don't want to keep talking about you. I'm tired of it. If you get a lawyer, you can probably settle this whole thing out of court and just pay for damages. On my side, I'm done talking to you. Luke and I are happy, and I want to focus on starting my new life with him.
Oh, blah, blah. I get it, okay? You're happy. I'm not. For now. I'll be back on track once I get Jeff to come back with me, so go ahead and gloat.
I am not gloating. I'm trying to get you to deal with your problems yourself. I don't understand how you can keep pretending like this is all going to go away. You assaulted my husband at my wedding. You made a huge scene. Honestly, I didn't know what was going to happen when Rick and Roy told me what was going on.
Well, Stephanie kind of riled me up. I don't remember exactly what she said, but I didn't even know Jeff had moved out of the country. I was in shock. Before I knew it, I was on the chair telling everyone I was going after the love of my life. It was like a movie.
Yeah, main character syndrome. You really, truly believe everything is about you. Thank goodness everybody at the wedding weren't all that interested in the show.
What? No, they cheered when I said I'll get married in the same church soon with Jeff. Everybody cheered.
They cheered because you were finally being taken away and we can get on with the wedding. It was amazing. Minutes later, Stephanie told me to take my place with my dad. When we walked in, everyone was smiling. It was like nothing bad had happened, and I just remember floating down the aisle. Now I'm starting to sound like the main character, but I kind of was. It was my wedding, after all.
So, you had a beautiful wedding?
It was the best night I could have wished for. We all went to the event hall at Four Seasons for dinner and had a blast. Even Grandpa was up until 12 a.m. dancing. We left for our honeymoon the next day. Other than one message on my phone, my honeymoon was also amazing.
Fine, I get it. You all forgot about me as soon as I was dragged away. Meanwhile, I'm at the police station getting fingerprinted and asked the same questions over and over again. I had to sleep there. It was so gross. Then the next day, my parents wouldn't pick up the phone until late afternoon, so I didn't get to leave until the day after. I swear, they treat people like crap in there. I could barely eat the food they gave me. You know, if things had been different, like if we were still friends and you had invited me to your wedding, I could have been eating that fancy food at Four Seasons. See? That's what always gets me. Why are things like this always happening to me? It's like I'm being punished for someone else's crimes.
You're literally being punished for your own crimes, Rena. Open your eyes. Just find a lawyer, figure out how to pay everybody, and, I don't know, get your life back on track. Maybe ease up on the booze for a while.
Some friend you are. I don't even know who's suing me. Who the hell is Drew Anderson?
He's the preacher. Huh? You broke the church's window, right? That's what you're being sued for. Just ask your lawyer.
You don't understand. It says $120,000. I thought it was $120, but it's not. They must be crazy.
Oh, wow. I had no idea that stained glass window was that expensive.
There is no way. They must be trying to trick me into paying for fixing up the church or something. They can't expect me to pay that. I don't have that kind of money.
Pretty sure that's a fair assessment of the cost, but you can get your own assessment. It sounds like you're going to go into debt. You should probably worry about your finances rather than chase after Jeff right now.
Ugh! Stop it! I can't deal with you anymore. I'm going to do what's important for my life, and that's getting the love of my life back. Thanks for nothing, Diane. Actually, worse than nothing. Thanks to you, Jeff left me and everything fell apart, and now I'm getting sued by crazy church people. So yeah, good riddance. You'll be hearing from my lawyer from now on.
Thank you. That's what I wanted. Bye. Good luck. That was a year ago. Thankfully, I haven't heard directly from her since. Luke and I made it a point to discuss her as little as possible. Besides, we had far more interesting things to talk about. While we didn't want anything to do with Rena, we did feel a little worried for Jeff, so we contacted him after I found out she had bought a plane ticket to go search for him in Nigeria. He seemed in good spirits and told us not to worry about it. Apparently, he's moving around from remote village to village, so it'd be pretty hard to track him down physically. It turned out he was right. Rena did go to Nigeria and documented her whole search on YouTube for everyone to see. It didn't actually get any real views, but her friends and family cringed as she uploaded video after video, drinking in bars and asking people if they knew Jeff. She never ended up getting anywhere near him and eventually came back to the US having run out of money. I think she made it about 2 months over there. When she got back, nobody wanted to be associated with her. She had no job since she just took a week of paid leave and never went back. She hadn't paid rent, so she got an eviction notice soon after she was back. And with nowhere to stay and no one to help her, she quietly disappeared. I saw Stephanie the other day and she told me that she's in Las Vegas. No one knows what she's doing, but there are a lot of rumors, apparently. All I know is the $800 for the torn tux was paid, and apparently the church was paid through a loan in one sum, so whatever she's doing, at least she's doing okay financially. Well, I guess she can be the main character on stage, as it's just her and a pole. Good on her if she's making it work, but I think this is the last time I'm going to think about her. Jeff, too, since he's off to Australia with his new girlfriend soon. I'm 2 months pregnant, and Luke is so excited to be a father. We'll all move on from that little bump in the road. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed it, please remember to click the like button. If you didn't, feel free to give us your opinion in the comments section below.